Hey everybody, how are you guys doing? So today I wanted to make a video talking about the Texas real estate exam, and the reason I thought I'd make this is because I took the exam about 2 months ago now, and when I was searching material about the state portion of the exam, like the specific Texas portion, I didn't really find a lot of material regarding what would be on it and how to really study for it and all that stuff. I found a lot of material about the national section, but not so much about the state section. So I thought I'd take some time and make a video myself talking about how I studied for it and what really helped me pass in the end. So about myself, I took the classes for the real estate exam, took them all online through Texas Real Estate Express, so McKiosk. No affiliation with them, just that's just what I found that was really affordable, and you know, it was really well rated as well, and so I decided to take it. And so the cool thing about them is that they or at least like the package that I had purchased through them, it came with an exam prep, like a exam prep kind of course, and that was really helpful because they had a bunch of practice exams for both like the state and the national portion. So I'd recommend doing that. And obviously you don't need to buy anything, honestly. I think that it's easier obviously if you had bought a course that came with a bunch of practice exams, but I don't think you need it. And especially if you're on a tight budget, you can definitely get by on the free online ones that some of these websites offer. So like I said, those I would go through at least 2 to 3 of those until you're like pretty good at the material, and if you do that, you're golden. So on the national portion, there's a lot of, I'd say there's more mathematics involved in the national section than there is the state section. So if calculating things like square footage and knowing how to convert to acres and all that kind of stuff is kind of hard for you, I'd say definitely go over that and improve upon that, because that'll really help you out with a couple questions in there. Also just knowing a lot of the vocabulary is also really useful. I can't stress that enough. That'd probably be the first thing I'd start with, is just understanding the vocabulary, because that'll really help you understand what the question is asking and basically how to answer the question, right? So a good resource that I found for really nailing down the vocabulary on YouTube is Prep Agent. So great guy, not affiliated with him in any way, but that's what I personally use to help me prepare. Just watched, there's one of his videos actually where he goes over, I think it's like 15-20 minutes of just vocabulary, word after word after word, and just really I copied down each and every word and I reviewed it a couple nights, and by that time I had probably, first few nights I'd say I understood maybe 90% of the vocabulary. So really great guy, highly recommend him. Like I said, no affiliation with him, but definitely recommend him. So that's 2 things that I would recommend for the national portion: vocabulary and math. So now the state section. The state section, since it is state specific, they really want you to know how their laws and like regulations are different from that of other states. So really it really involves a lot of how you'd go about representing your clients, and basically like agency, the laws of agency, all that kind of stuff. So I'd really go and practice brushing up on, you know, some of the basic regulations and rules regarding agency and like contracts, stuff like that. That'll really help you out, honestly. And here's the secret that I found that I've never really heard anyone else talk about, that literally I think just by doing this alone would have probably helped me pass the exam. Like I probably wouldn't have needed to know anything else for the state section, and that is going on the TREC website for Texas, going on the Texas Real Estate Commission website, going under the FAQ, so the frequently asked questions, and I went literally down bullet by bullet of every single FAQ they had, and I read basically the answer that TREC had given. So it probably took me 2 hours maybe to get through, not even, like maybe 1.5 hours, right, to get through every single one. I went through it twice, so you can do it in a day. So really understanding those FAQs, I personally believe, would just help you pass the exam, the state section, just knowing those. And the thing is, like, a lot of the questions on there on the exam were really similar to the FAQ. It's not gonna be verbatim, but if you read the FAQs, there's a lot of the stuff that you need to know in order to pass your state portion of your exam on there. So that's kind of like a secret, I guess, on how to pass that. So yeah, I hope this short little video helped you out. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. It's like the first video I've ever made. So anyways, if it helped you out, please make sure to leave a like. And if you have friends that might be studying for the exam as well, be sure to share with them, because I really think this is like a really helpful way to study, like a really good way to help you learn the material, and really breaks down what I think are the main things that you should know. All right, see you next time.